Ma chère monsieur and mademoiselle, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you tonight. And now we invite you to relax. Let us pull up a chair as the recording room proudly presents your video. Be our be our guest. Put our skills to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, Sherry, and we will provide the rest. And here we go. Hey everyone, this is Mikoy. Welcome back to the TLT podcast. I do not want to get copyright infringement, so I stopped midway through. I am joined by Cogsworth Art 2004 here. Say hi.
I'm sorry, what did you just call me?
Cogsworth Art.
Oh. Why?
Why? Do you want to be Blumiere Art instead?
I have no idea.
Anyway, last time we covered round 5. Well, we covered round 5 predictions, that's what. And we're going to talk about the round 5 recap. And so round 5 was kind of a boring week, not gonna lie. This is the lull moment in TLT where a lot of people started to be like, watching this tour ain't fun anymore. But you know us, I ain't stopping now. I'm committed to finishing this tour like with the other tours, because who else is gonna do the videos? Certainly not the players, certainly not tours people, because they lazy. Well, I'm committed in making these videos, and we're gonna finish this all to the end, folks. So, round 5, losers bracket. 4 matches that were determined. 2 matches that were actually played, while 2 were, one's an act, one's a forfeit. Do we really need to talk about anything else?
No, we don't.
Good. Well, let's actually talk about the games that actually happened. First off, 7U992 versus Taka. This went to 3 games, and the matches themselves, they were interesting. First off was Ubers, where 7U went for the sub Zacian at first. It went for the early game tactics and tried to do Zacian substitute early on, beating Rabambi and Terrifier Koraidon surprisingly, and switching out on an Arceus E-Speed when it was low. But really, one of the more useful mons on 7U's side was Clodsire, recovering on Taka's hard switches and tanking Zacian's Behemoth Blades pretty dang well.
Yeah, that was a defensive Rocky Helmet Clodsire with Unaware, I could see.
Yes, it is. Yes, it definitely is an Unaware Clodsire with Rocky Helmet. Not a lot of people, at least in this current meta, are using them Unaware mons, and Clodsire just proved that it is very... Once caught off guard, and once you have the hyper offensive down, there's always that wall to shut you out, and that's Clodsire's role here.
Well, usually people use Skeletor, just the Unaware mon, Mikoy. It's not that people don't usually use them.
Yeah, I guess Skeletor just still a one-up over...
only Skeletor.
Yeah, only Skeletor because of the Zacian threats. But Clodsire is just as useful as a wall as Skeletor, in my honest opinion. After Arceus died to life...
Well, Skeletor is usually the more reliable physical wall.
Right. Clodsire could wall it if given the right investment. And a Rocky Helmet makes it even better. And after Arceus died to the Life Orb recoil, Koraidon came in, swept the rest with low kick, wins 7U the game. In a battle between Uber's mains, you would think that Taka would have this, as he is the more popular, more well-known, more consistent Uber's main. 7U992 took this.
Well, 7U also has history in the tier.
Yeah, and he proved his worth here by beating Taka. Very, very nice. Yu was next, and oh boy, this was interesting. First off, 7U had some really early undead unluck over here in turn 3. Missing a matcha gotcha from Sinistra and failing to burn the iron shreds. While
Did you say matcha gotcha?
Why? What? How do you say it then?
Matcha gotcha.
Matcha gotcha?
Yes, it's supposed to rhyme.
So Matcha Gotcha, it missed that from Sinistra, failing to burn the iron shreds, which was very unfortunate. And while Taka Terra Darked his Bolter's Galar to beat 7U's own iron shreds. There's the Matcha Gotcha miss, and there's the moment where Terra Dark came into play. Mandibuzz was very useful for 7U, surprisingly enough. Foul playing both Iron Hands and Quaquaval after they each boosted with Swords Dance. Also toxicking the Iron Hands to not it prevent it from sweeping too much was a good tactic, good play there. And overall, in the end, Taka just ultimately played better. He got more mons against 7U's more low-hanging mons against both the Mandibuzz and the Scizor, granting Taka a very, not necessarily easy W, but still a pretty good W. Especially with the Mimikyu towards the end, sweeping both the Mandibuzz and Scizor, like I mentioned. And next was NU. NU was interesting. Mudsdale caused big damage early on, even if it got parting shotted, only to be beaten by Sacred Sword Gallade. Crucial turn came at turn 15 when Slowbro Galar managed to Terra Water to beat Arcanine by catching its Flare Blitz attempt and killing it with Sludge Bomb. What? Do you have anything else to say about that?
Oh, are you done?
No, not yet.
Thing when something needs to be said, I guess.
Okay then. Then yeah, the play here between the Slowbro, Terra Watering at turn 15 was very helpful against the Arcanine, which already boosted its Howl, causing it to tank. Even though it got burned, which was very unfortunate, it still killed Arcanine, which we needed to kill it anyway. And towards the end, 7U's Bruxish. I really think you could have used that more. Because it was even then, it was still pretty much MVP. Like, it got some pretty nasty kills with the Psychic Fang's damage to be boosted by Strongjaw. And only switching out against Mismagius, which was really the only threat that 7U992 was ultimately scared of. Couldn't have the Persian take care of that. And unfortunately, after losing it to a Dazzling Gleam from Mismagius, ultimately losing it to it, Taka won. It was a nail biter, as Taka would say, but I had a feeling Taka had the matchup won once he had Mismagius left against the Bruxish.
Yeah, because, like, it didn't matter by that point if the Bruxish was Scarf or Bandit or whatever. I think it was Scarf, by the way.
Mismagius would still... Go on.
Yeah, the Mismagius was Scarf, too, I think.
Yeah, the Mismagius
Even
was
how
Scarf.
it outsped a Persian. An Alolan Persian.
Yeah, and Persian Alola, they tend to be fast, aren't they? 361.
Max speed on that thing is 361. Max speed on Mismagius is 339. That's a Scarf Mismagius.
Yeah, it was enough. Taka had the matchup won. Mismagius was definitely very, very instrumental in his win, and Taka is moving on. Good job.
Yeah, he saved Mismagius for the end to be a cleaner, and it worked.
Yep. Next up was Penter versus Keshba. This didn't happen because Kesh called act and Penter was unfortunately too busy to play even with the extension, and yeah, Keshba won. Congratulations, woman. You gotta freaking predict over me because of act.
Ha!
It's
Now you know how I felt when I forget what round it was, but I remember you getting a predict right due to act, I think.
we're even now, I guess. It's between Nimzo and someone else, I remember, but yeah. So
Yeah, it was. Oh wait, it was actually Nimzo versus Kesh.
how freaking how freaking
I predicted Kesh, but Kesh lost because of act. Oh my god, it comes full circle.
Wow. I guess we're even now. Between Kesh, you and I, we're all even now. Next up, Sificon versus Botsy. The other series that was played, and this one went to 2 games. Oh boy.
Could have gone to 3 if not for
Some stupid things that happened, but we'll talk about them. OU was first off, where Botsy heavily dominated Sificon in this one.
even like despite some early hacks like the flinch on Torkoal.
Even though, yes, he did get the even though he was pretty unlucky at turn 1 with the flinch on Torkoal, but the Iron Valiant was there. It was a good switch in against the Hydro Pump, and then a O-Code Heatran with Focus Blast, which was a nice little attempt there. Focus miss, did not miss. Also, Destiny Bond. I would like to point out it as well. The Destiny Bond against the Heavy Slam Zamazenta. That was a good play by Botsy.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I don't think a lot of Iron Valiants run that. So
Even though it is,
makes sense that was probably pretty unexpected.
Even though it is sometimes part of its booster energy set, I think, because I've used some Iron Valiant that has Destiny Bond in their mode set, you don't see it typically played because Iron Valiant is fast and can take out multiple bonds with its already diverse enough move pool. And using Destiny Bond here just seems like a perfect fit. And it was a perfect fit.
Yeah, I'm going to guess Moonblast didn't kill Zamazenta.
No. Zamazenta are especially defensive-wise as well. I know they're physically bulky, but their special defense isn't bad.
I'm gonna look at this. I'm genuinely curious now. Moonblast didn't kill.
Moonblast didn't kill, huh? What's the calc?
Well, assuming this Zamazenta set is the right set here, and it's in fact 252 HP, 0 special defense, then it does 67 to 79.
I could take a hit. Yeah, my theory is correct. My theory is correct if that's the case. Then it can take a hit. It just is a big hit.
Hell, it doesn't even kill, even if it's 0 HP, 0 special defense. Wow.
It's good. Zamazenta's special defense is not to be underestimated, people. You might think of it as just a iron defense sweeper with body press, but nope. Its special defense is good.
No, that's just the power of box legendaries, Mikoi.
OP, please nerf. That's why it's supers.
Start legendaries.
So yeah, after that, beating Greninja as well, beating Siffy's Greninja with the Torkoal and the King Gambit low kick. And then defeating Rillaboom and Hawlucha with his own Zamazenta, which had Body Press and Terra Fire.
Oh wow, yeah, Zamazenta has 115 special defense.
It's good. I knew it would be good. Also, the fact that it took like a lot of hits from Hawlucha's close combat at the late game was also like very noteworthy. And yeah, this was just an easy win for Botsy. Sorry, Siffy. I'm sorry I had to put you down like this, but Botsy did put you down.
Yeah, Botsy did do the OU game better.
Monotype. Monotype was next, and it was Grass versus Fairy. Never thought Grass would be a part of the Monotype.
Yeah, who the hell uses grass?
Siphicon does. Siphicon does. It wants to be unique. Well, it's better than friggin' standardized Fairy over there on Botsy's end.
Is it?
Well,
you say it's better, as in it's different,
it's
but
different.
Is it better?
It's different. It's different.
Yeah, I don't know if it's better there, Mikoi.
Fine. Well, Hatterene, well, to be fair to Botsy, the Hatterene got some early use, lowering the Sinistcha's special attack damage with Mystical Fire, therefore tanking its Shadow Balls pretty well, and healing itself with Draining Kiss. Which was a nice couple of turns, nice couple of plays there from the Hatterene to be able to take down that Sinistcha. Then Siffy went on the offensive, beating the Klefki with Ogerpon's Ivy Cudgel, and beating the Azumarill, who ended Rillaboom's Grassy Terrain against it under Reflect. Then comes the crucial turn at turn 18? Yeah, turn 18. Clefable freezing the Amoonguss with Ice Beam. Biggest oof moment. While Ogerpon did manage to beat the Clefable with the Horn Leech, Art Valiant came in and got the close combat off and won. And Masquerada then came in, and then it was all up to Fluttermane, but Botsy's Fluttermane was able to beat Masquerada with living the Flower Trick under red health on 7%, beating it with Mystical Fire. Then the Psyshock to Breloom, and then, despite Amoonguss tanking the Psyshock, the fact that it was frozen.
It was still frozen.
The fact that it still froze. It was frozen. Unfortunately, was this downfall. And yes, Siffy lost to the freeze hacks. Yikes. What up?
Yeah, though I do feel like Siffy should have set up Ogerpon a bit earlier on the Clefable before it got as low as it did, so it wouldn't be in the close combat range. And again, it could have been in the close combat range even if it had decently high health.
It was banned.
Depends on the...
Oh, go on.
Oh yeah, you're right. The trick.
Yeah,
that was a banded. That was a banded Iron Valiant.
So it wouldn't have mattered either way, I think.
Yeah, that didn't matter then. I'm aware that even a close combat from Iron Valiant without too much investment can do a hell of a lot to an Ogerpon.
Right, and that's exactly what Botsy took advantage of and ultimately won this mono game.
But I'm kind of I think it does about 2/3 of its health, at least, if it's not too invested in attack. Though I'm going based on the calc for Wellspring because I've seen that interaction quite a few times.
Okay, fair enough. So, and of course, the last game, which we talked about briefly early on in the last video, was Elray losing by a forfeit to Skippy the God, or Elray dropping out. TLT, as you can see from this post here. So that was the end. So yeah, that was the end of round 5. Could you believe it? This only took under 20 minutes to do.
Yeah, I'm surprised it even took that long.
Yeah. Of course, Uber's UU, NU, Monotype, and OU won this week with 1 game played each. So tiers don't really matter. But next week's this week's tiers will. All right, Poke. All right, give
wait. You want to know something?
what?
4 attack, Choice Banded, Iron Valiant. You want to know how much it does to Ogerpon?
How much?
Well, it's a 62.5% chance to KO.
Oh wow.
From Bull.
Oh wow. That is a toughie.
At minimum, it does 93.
Wow. Okay, you would have a you would have to have set it up from full if that was the case. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you would need it to be full for it to even have a chance to survive that.
Even then, you gotta be lucky for the low roll chance to happen. Yeah. It's wow. All right. Fair enough. All right, Pokeart. Announce who won predictions.
Okay, there wasn't a lot of games to predict for last week, but the winner is me with all 4 correct.
Take that, people. Take that myself as well.
Oh, that's it. I was gonna ask, who are you saying that to?
Take that, people, and myself. All right. Then I obviously got 3 right because the one we disagreed on, and I lost again. This seems to be a running trend between the both of us.
Hee. Yeah, because Mikoi predicted Penter to beat Keshpa, but since they never played and Keshpa won to act, yeah, I got that right and he didn't.
I hate luck sometimes. Alright. It's time to move on to round 6. Or do you want to list off the other predictions? Scores.
I hadn't actually tallied those yet, but I guess we can just look on the thread and tally them since it's very easy and quick to do live.
Yeah. So, first...
Okay, Keshbuzz predicts Taka, no prediction for their own match. Batsy, Skimmy, 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4, same as me.
Yeah, Fragments, Batsy, 4 out of 4.
Damn. MTB.
MTB, who predicted here for some reason, didn't realize they were watching this tour. 3 out of 4.
And nothing else. Congratulations, Pokeyard and Fragments. You won this week for being perfect. Alright.
Hooray!
Alright, let's move on to round 6, which is now, instead of best of 3, it is now best of 5, because we are at the Elite 8. The 8 people. We rounded out the 32 and we cut it in a quarter. It's the 8 people we're lucky enough to find in round 6. Let's meet them.
We're in the Masters 8.
We are in the Masters 8. Who's the Ash Ketchum here? Spoilers for Pokemon Journeys.
That's hardly even a spoiler.
Or Master Journeys. Anyway, so despite us debating on whoever is Steven Stone or Cynthia or Iris or even Alon, let's predict these winners, these Masters.
I hate to tell you, Mikoi, but I don't think anyone apart from me cares about Alon.
Hey, I care about Alon. I like him.
That makes 2 of us.
That makes 2 of us. Anyway, round 6. Time for the predictions, actually. Winner's bracket. Fragments versus JJ. This one is probably the highlight match. Unironically enough...
Yes, I agree. When I heard this was going to be a match this week, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be the highlight.
That is the highlight. Yeah, these 2 are even. You could legitimately make the argument for whoever is better than the other. Both are skilled in their designated tiers and the tiers they do best. They are absolutely skilled at, and they can easily curb stomp the other. For example, like Fragments could easily best JJ in doubles, while JJ can best Fragments in OU. Just an example. Did they lock tiers?
Oh, I think they did actually.
Hooray! Let's list them.
Okay. One moment. Gonna find it. Oh yeah, found them. Found
Okay.
him.
Tiers.
Yeah, he locked tiers with JJ like 5 days ago.
Damn, he was getting ready. Okay, then what are the tiers?
He pinged me actually about it, and he said, and the tiers are OU, DOU, UU, LC, Mono.
Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Okay. All right, so OU, JJ takes that 100%. Fragments takes Fragments takes DOU 100%.
Yep.
Fragments takes LC 100 not 100%, more like 70-30, I guess.
Yeah, I think Fragments is definitely the better LC player between the two.
I think UU is gonna be tough. I think I'd go with JJ on that one because I think JJ would much rather prefer to have Fragments beat at these higher tiers more than the quote unquote obscure as in doubles and little cup.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm totally unsure for Mono.
Mono is gonna be that wild card, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever wins, wins. Whoever wins that game wins the whole entire series.
Not gonna lie, I actually meant to say UU for that sentence, but I guess the same actually does go for Mono. I'm unsure for both UU and Mono.
So yeah, I think Mono's gonna be the complete wild card here. Whoever wins that game wins the series. Who are you picking?
Basically, what you're saying is you think this will go to 5 games?
Yes, 100%.
I think so too. I think that's pretty dang fair.
It will not be good for me because I have to rewatch these games like 2 or 3 times. But hey, it's beneficial for the series to be as close as human butter. Who is going to win, Pokyart?
What the heck does close as human butter mean?
It's a reference. You'll get it.
No. How do you
You'll not get it.
What?
No, you'll not get it. I mean, you'll not get it. It's a totally obscure reference that no one will get.
Ah, I see.
All right, who are you picking?
I think I'll slightly favor JJ.
Yep, I'm gonna agree too. As much as I want Fragments, as much as I want to root for Fragments, I think JJ's gonna ultimately take it. I think JJ has proven himself to be the best player left in the winner's bracket, at least.
So, yeah, with Fragments being a close second.
And they're fighting, so yes, it's JJ. JJ who takes it. Next.
So, I just want to say, I think doubles is basically a guaranteed win for Fragments.
Hopefully it is.
Now, all the others are a little up in the air.
Wow, okay. Even OU, you're not sure?
Fragments is good at that too, remember?
But is he as good as a JJ?
I mean, probably not as good, but like, there are plenty of things it's definitely far from impossible.
Hacks and bad matchup.
I'd say he has a decent chance even.
Okay, oh, fair enough. Fragments is a skilled player in the singles. I'm not ruling him out in singles. That's why I'm picking him to take LC as well. But yeah, I think JJ will take OU, UU, and Monotype just enough to slightly edge out this win.
Yeah, I would think Monotype goes to JJ. I think JJ plays Mono.
Okay. Next up.
Am I wrong in that, or?
Let us know in the comments below if JJ plays Monotype. Or JJ could just ping you and confirm it for you. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't really know if I'm right about that or if I'm thinking of someone else.
Next up, we have the unpredictable one, Nimzowitch versus Tanish. Two players.
That's unpredictable?
Well, really? You think it's not? I think it's very.
Tanish.
I think it's very unpredictable because these are two players who are relatively new, and surprisingly enough, both are doing decently. But fair enough.
No one's prepping properly versus Nimzo, clearly, because guys, he spams HO. This is very. He does this in everything. Just bring stuff that's good against HO.
Well, you should have learned that firsthand, Pokeart. You were his first round opponent.
I literally did bring stuff that is good for against HO, except in Ubers, where I also kind of brought HO.
You could have learned your own lesson, woman. But yeah, as much as we want to say it, I think Tanish wins. Did they even lock tiers at this point?
I'm not sure. They might have. Let me look.
Alright, list the tiers.
Ubers, OU, RU, NU, PU. Oh my god, 3 lower tiers.
Okay, that's okay. I think Nimzo takes Ubers. I think Tanish takes RU. I think Tanish also takes PU. I think
Tanish also takes NU.
Yeah, I might slightly favor Tanish as well in NU. OU is a little bit for both, but I guess
no. OU is one of Nimzo's better tiers, I believe.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the one he locks or Ubers.
No, he definitely locked Ubers.
Okay, he locked Ubers. That's a guarantee. But yeah, I think Tanish wins based on the lower tiers. I think if he's strongly if they get to play the lower tiers first, I think Tanish will beat him. Will beat Nimzo, but Nimzo, if they play like Ubers and OU first before the lower tiers, or like they go Ubers, then a lower tier, then OU, then a lower tier, that might put Tanish off his game for a little bit. So, yeah, then possibly that could favor the series in Nimzo's favor. But I think Tanish will ultimately win.
Nikoi, Tanish is favored in 3 of these tiers. I think he's got this.
Yeah, majority wins. I'm also going for Tanish. I think Tanish wins here. Wow, Tanish making.
I honestly wonder which one of these he locked.
Yeah, me too. I'm thinking like RU or PU.
Yeah, odds are.
But yeah, Tanish will move on. We both believe that JJ and Tanish will be the winners bracket finals.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing. All right. Next up, the losers bracket. This one with strange implications. First of all, Taka versus Keshba, which happened.
I think we were both gonna predict for Taka anyways, right?
Yeah, we are. If I was pricking Keshba, that would be a strong betting man instinct, but nope. Yeah, it's Taka. Taka won. We'll review the games in 4. You said it was a good series. I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Yeah,
Don't say anything about the series specifically. Just talk about your impressions or your reactions.
Well, okay. I just want the tiers they locked, by the way.
Oh, they locked tiers. Okay.
They played.
I know, but
of course they locked tiers.
No, but let us know. Let us know anyway. Regardless, I mean, I'm not showing the tiers.
The tiers they locked were Ubers, DOU, UU, OU, RU.
Okay, that's a Taka win and a half. Taka wins in like four of these, or granted, all of these actually goes to Taka.
Wait, all? Even DOU?
Yeah. Why? Do you think Keshba will win DOU against Taka?
Keshba's kind of a doubles player.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he? I didn't know that.
He plays 2v2.
Fine. Okay. But yeah, I think Taka wins that. We'll review the games as like next week. We'll see what happens.
Wait, do you want to like predict who won in what?
Like I said, Taka wins in just 4 of these.
So, is that everything except doubles you're predicting he wins in?
I guess yes.
You're not wrong.
Okay. All right, Bati versus Gimme the God, our last predict.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a tough one. That is an incredibly tough one. Did they lock tiers? Did they even post tiers in the chat?
I don't know. I don't think Botsy's in this server,
No,
so I'll
Skimmy is.
search for Skimmy's messages. Yes, I did.
Okay, so let's just predict on this series. I think this will go to 4 games.
And in whose favor?
Well, okay. Botsy, OU, Monotype, he takes those. Skimmy takes Ubers. I want to say doubles, but I'm not sure about that one.
Oh, I think he got doubles.
You think he gets doubles? Okay. It's those middle tiers. UU, RU, NU, PU. Those. Well, actually, Bati might take PU if they lock that. Because Bati's goated at PU as well. Yeah, I think Bati wins.
Interesting.
Yeah, Bati wins in NU and PU, I think. Skimmy, might edge out UU and RU if he can play well those. But yeah, I think Bati takes this.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say the same thing. I think Botsy takes this, but it really could depend on the tiers.
Yeah, the tiers are going to be very, very crucial, and whatever they chose, this will determine how the series will go, how the match structure will flow to bring in some wrestling knowledge into this. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun game. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully, I catch it live.
Yep, hopefully.
Alright, and that's the end of this video. Can't believe it only took 37 minutes, but here we are. The tiers are getting slow.
Well, we're at a point where we're not reviewing much or predicting much.
Hey, it's good. It's good for our sanity because at least we get to review games a lot longer, especially with this being best of 5 now instead of best of 3.
Oh god, yeah, review's gonna be a bit longer next week.
Yep. Well, reviews have always been longer than the predicts.
Yeah, but today was merciful because we only had to review 5 total games, which was 2 actual sets.
Yep. It's gonna be a lot of work for us next week. Ugh. Spare us. Have mercy, please. Alright, thank you all for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you wouldn't miss a video once they come out. See you next week for more TLT action. Or TL tournament. I don't know. This has been... Alright, thank you all for watching. This has been Mikoy, signing out.
Goodbye.